Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second down, they go again with Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too. Herbert.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good return there, calling 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Here comes Carter. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll take this to the 46. The Chargers had 8-5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on fourth down. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one in. Completion here, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's Eckler again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with Henry. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really flowing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Henry running right. 2 yards yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On the counter, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 17, Titans 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the 27-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third down, here's Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Henry again on second down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action with Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score. Chargers 24, Titans 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Able to find Pryor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Titans.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Check down here for Henry. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take away in the contract negotiations, doesn't it?
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. C.J. Board, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Bulldozes past him, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Monty Rice drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second down, here's Willis. He dumps it off for Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Willis now off play action. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Willis, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Eckler. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Chargers, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.